What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to another video. Today, I wanted to talk about the top 5 wealth killers, things that are destroying people's wealth. When I think about creating wealth and actually being able to build your wealth, right? Not only generating income, because anybody could do that. Anybody can make money. Anybody could go out, get a job, get to, and make money. But when I'm talking about creating wealth, that means making money while you're sleeping, having assets that are appreciating over time that allow you to make money without having to work. These are the things that I'm talking about. And I'm going to talk about 5 wealth killers that stop people from even reaching to that level, not because they're not making enough money or they don't have income coming, but it's because of some of the bad habits that they have. They have these things that are impacting them from actually starting their wealth journey. The first wealth killer that I want to talk about is lifestyle inflation. Lifestyle inflation, essentially what it is people not knowing how to live above their means. You have a lot of people that love to finance the lifestyle that they want to show others that they're living. You have a lot of people out here that like to show themselves as someone they're not, because people love to spend money on things they don't have, but things that they want. People love to spend money on things they don't need, but they want others to see them have those items. They want others to see them have luxury items. They want people to perceive them as being rich. One of the things that I've understood from a long time ago, spending money on unnecessary things that you don't need, spending money on a bunch of clothes, a bunch of luxury items, the cars that we finance to show others the lifestyle that we want them to see us having. This is the true way of killing your wealth. This is one of the biggest ways of killing your wealth. On top of everything that I'm going to say in this list, I think that's one of the biggest ways to actually destroy your wealth. I will tell you, anybody who's listening to this video, do not get caught in this cycle of wanting to show others that you have money, wanting to please others by showing them that you have money, right? Stay to yourself. Be okay and be content with the amount of money that you're making. Not because you don't want to splurge, not because you don't want to spend, but because you know you're looking towards something bigger. You're looking towards building financial wealth. The second wealth killer that a lot of people fall into is that they love chasing high interest debt. A lot of people fall into debt not understanding that they're going into debt. A lot of people go to school and take out massive loans for majors that don't even make sense, that probably won't be here in the next 10 to 15 years. But they go out, get these loans because that's what society tells them to do. Society tells them to go to school. Society tells them to get these loans and go to school, not realizing that falling into high interest debt that will essentially impact them for the rest of their lives is usually the downfall of their financial situations. They'll always feel like they're stuck. They'll always feel like they don't have enough money. You know why? It's because they're continuously paying these high interest debt payments off. People finance cars that they don't have the money to get. They put $2,000 down payment on a car that they actually can't pay. Because if you were actually able to buy that car, you know what you would do? You take that money and you would buy it fully. But people don't do that because they think, hey, let me go and get a car. Let me put $3,000 down on a $27,000 car, and I'm going to just pay it off. That's the math they do in their head, not realizing that that car, that 27,000, that 28,000 that they told you was a total, it'll eventually be 35 by the end of the last payment. People don't realize that. By the end of that last payment, you'll realize that that whole 28,000 they told you, just add another 10 grand on there, because in gas money, in insurance costs, and all these amounts of money that add up, you'll see that these total to like 40,000 after everything is said and done. And your car has no value because now you can't sell it for anything with as much mileage and as much wear and tear that it has. So don't finance a lifestyle just because you want others to see you a certain type of way. Learn how to live under your means. The third wealth destroyer is people trying to chase quick money. I understand and I know what this means because I fell into this too. I fell into trying to chase quick money, trying to make quick money on the stock market and meme coins, all these types of ways that we hear to make money, right? People love gambling. You've seen a society, we're in a community in a society now where people have fallen in love with gambling. People have fallen in love with going out and betting on sports, right? Not to say not to bet or anything, but Essentially what you're doing when you start betting is that you're taking that little money you make, and you're putting it into gambling sites, but you don't realize what you're actually doing is you're building a bad habit. You're building a bad habit. And by the time you reach 40, 50, 60, once you go back and accumulate all the amount of money you actually spent on gambling, on betting on games, you'll start to realize like, yo, like I should have probably never started with this, because at first it's gonna start with 2, 5, 10, $15. Then it's gonna rack up and it's gonna accumulate over time while you're not even noticing it. Because in your head, it's essentially like this. You think about it like it's just $5, it's just $10, it's just 15. Not noticing by the time you're actually done, or you tell yourself you're done, you've racked up $1,000, $2,000 of actually putting in small little bets. So don't get into chasing quick money, trying to make quick money. Instead, what I want you to do, find a way to create a business, start investing, or find something that you could do to have long-term income coming inside, right? So now you're not depending on trying to do prize picks, do all these betting apps that want you to bet with them and gamble, because now they feed off of you, right? That's why they love when people come to their sites. They love when people use their apps, because they're feeding off of you. Because usually, most of the time, you're losing all those bets that you're placing. That's what usually happens. You're losing all those bets that you're placing, but you don't even realize it. In the long run, you really end up losing. So don't chase quick money. Don't try and chase quick money in the stock market, but become someone who's invested in building something for the long term. Because gambling, they'll always be here. Betting will always be here. But is that really something that's sustainable for you in the long run? I don't think so. I don't think so. And I don't think anybody should get caught up into gambling, into betting for the long run. If it's something that you do for fun every once in a while and you have your main source of income, okay, cool. But if that's something that you're using as your side hustle or your second source of income, I would tell you to stop. I would honestly tell you to stop. I'm not your parent or anything, but I would advise you, give you the advice to just be more cautious of exactly the things that you're doing with your time. The fourth thing that is a wealth killer that I talked about previously is spending to impress people. Why do you care about what other people think about the things that you have? You care about if they see you in a nice car. You care about if they see you in a luxury clothes. You care if they see you in a Louis V belt with Balenciaga shoes. You care about them seeing what you have on. We live in a society now where everybody's trying to prove something to the other person. You have to realize everybody has a path. If you search up on social media and you see a 20-year-old kid become a millionaire, or he has all these nice cars and things like that, right? He probably started life a little bit different than you. He got a head start, or he has rich parents. Everybody's story is different. But because you're trying to also keep up with these people that you see on the internet, fall into that same cycle, the best way to save money, the best way to actually preserve your wealth is to stop worrying about what others think about you. Stop looking to impress people. Stop caring about what people think. Once you're able to look within yourself and be like, okay, I don't care what this person has to say about me. This family or friend that I grew up with, it is what it is, man. They could think whatever they want, because people are going to form opinions regardless. It doesn't matter who you are, whether you're successful, whether you're not, whoever you are, people are going to form opinions. Take those opinions with a grain of salt. Take those opinions like they're nothing. If it's positive opinions, okay, take it. Maybe apply some of it. See how it can apply to your life. See how you can use whatever opinion or advice someone gave you and see how you could use it in your life. But if it's just opinions and the way people talk about you, making you seem like you don't have certain things, why does it matter? Everybody's life is their own life. And the last wealth destroyer is people not investing into themselves, people not investing into their knowledge, people not investing into growing their income, people not investing into growing their skills. As a man or as a human in general, these are the things you need to be improving: your skills, your knowledge, the way you speak, negotiation skills, being able to communicate yourself and articulate yourself so people can understand what you're saying. Your words should make an impact. Your words should make an impact. The things that you're telling others should make an impact. They should see something inside of you that's like, yeah, I see something in him and I like what he's talking. I like the way he's talking. I want to change my life for the better. Those are skills that you should be investing into yourself. You should be getting better at certain things. As a person, you should be trying to get a step better each and every single day. So the things that you should be investing into are yourself, your knowledge, your skills, your ability to speak to others, your ability to articulate yourself so that people can understand you. These are the things that I want you to work on consistently to be able to grow. If you realize you have any of these bad habits or you have some of these things that are affecting your life that I just listed off, go look in retrospect and see how you could change for the better. Because all you could do now is finish watching this video and go be better. Go be better than you were yesterday. Stop trying to impress people. Try and invest into yourself more than you're putting into other people. The biggest thing that a lot of people do that they don't realize is they invest more into other people than themselves. They don't take time to care about themselves. It's important to care about everybody else. Yes, your family, your friends, but you know who the number one priority in life is? If you're a religious person, obviously God, but the second is yourself. Prioritize yourself because you're yourself. So when you wake up, you have to be healthy. You have to learn how to be better at something every single day. You have to gain more skills. Whatever it is, you have to be better. And that ties into your financial life because you can also, while you're growing with your body, with your mind, and you're growing every single day, your finances will also improve now because those two things are going to be in sync. Thank you for watching this video. It was official. Lisi back again with another video. I had to change up the scenery on you guys. Thank you for watching, man. If you liked what I was putting down today, if you liked the video, please like, comment, and subscribe. And let me know what type of videos you're trying to see for the future. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for watching. Peace.